2 step shows on the same night for UTC. We have team coverage.
We will look back at all the winning moments that made the UTC homecoming a memorable experience.
And you'll meet the 2 UTC students honored for their service on campus and around the world.
Welcome to this weekend's edition of Moc's News. I'm Spencer Lim.
And I'm Shane Perry. Your news starts now.
For the first time, a separate step show was part of the first Chattanooga Black Greek Weekend.
Moc's News was there for the Great Reawakening.
I think it's a good idea because it gives us diverse 2 places to go. Because I'm not really a fan of the other step show. I like this one better.
Me personally, I think it just segregates us more. If we just bring our step shows together, I'd rather have that because, make us in union because we're already segregated with our cliques and stuff on campus and, sororities, fraternities, organizations. I don't really like it personally, but I kind of like it because, I'm like 50-50, but I'd rather us be more together and diverse. That's just my personal opinion.
The Great Reawakening was held at the same time as the traditional homecoming show. Did it impact the attendance?
Apparently not. In fact, McKenzie Arena officials had to open the top deck for additional seating. 11 groups performed. Here's part of the winning performance for sorority Delta Zeta.
The winner for Best Fraternity was Sigma Chi. Here's part of their performance.
Back again this year were the Mocs Wrestlers. They won for Best Organization.
Homecoming was capped off by the Mocs beating Mercer. Jonathan Najjar will have the highlights coming up in sports. At halftime, we have announcement of top Moc and Homecoming Queen. Here's a look back.
Your 2016 top man on campus is Solomon Hilliard. And your 2016 homecoming queen is Brittany Watlington.
What went through your head when you heard your name announced?
Shot by number 30.
I can't even tell you. It just felt great to just be a part of homecoming this year, especially being able to escort Brittany here. We're very close friends, so it meant so much to me that we both won, and I'm so proud of her. I'm really more proud of her than I'm proud of myself, but I just love UTC, and I graduate soon, so I'm going to do whatever I can as long as I'm here to really, make a true impact and do the best I can to inspire other students, because really I feel like as you're in the process of developing, you still have to help develop others as well. So I'm just happy to be here and just still ecstatic.
I was just like overwhelmed, and I guess I heard my name, and then I saw Solomon turn around, and he was so happy. I was like, this isn't real, but I'm overwhelmed with joy to represent this.
2 UTC students who were recognized for their service outside of their academics. Here's their story.
The UTC Alumni Board and Office of Student Development present the Public Service Award to 2 senior students whose service to the university as well as the community. The first winner is Sarah Grace Battles.
So I transferred to UTC my freshman year in spring of 2014, and I immediately started writing for the Echo, which is UTC's student newspaper. And then shortly after that, I applied to be on the WISE board in the Women's Center, which I was the public relations chair for 2 years, which was a really rewarding experience, and it was cool to see the ways that different organizations help people on campus. And now I'm the editor-in-chief of the Echo, so it's kind of cool to have started as a little baby freshman as a staff writer and kind of to work my way up through being the news assistant and then eventually the news editor and then the editor-in-chief today. I think that receiving the award, it means a lot to me because, and I know that I mentioned this in another interview, but with the elections going on right now, the media kind of takes a big hit for how they're reporting on the elections and just kind of how the media is portrayed. And I think that it was cool to be recognized as someone who's in the media profession or hoping to be one day, that there are good things that you can do with reporting and journalism and that sort of thing, and that you can be recognized in a positive manner for them and not just a negative manner.
The second winner is Liana Rodriguez.
It's crazy. Like, I didn't really expect to get the award, and so it's really humbling and it's exciting and it's really special. I've served a lot in the community, specifically in health fairs and wellness, and I've served in Mumbai, India, working with children and women that are victims of sex trafficking, and I've also worked a lot with kids in the Chattanooga area. All my community experience has showed me how grateful I should be for the way I grew up, and it's shown me just different perspectives of how people live, and it's just really given me a heart to help others.
A new study of federal data finds that Black and Latino students are far less likely to attend top public colleges than their white and Asian peers. The Center for American Progress reports only 9% of all Black students attend highly selective schools. For Latinos, the figure was 12%. Blacks and Latinos were more likely to attend community colleges and other schools with lower graduation rates. States where Blacks were least likely to attend top schools include North Carolina, Tennessee, and Massachusetts.
Have you seen the FAFSA signs around campus? It's for FAFSA Fridays. Each Friday during October, experts will be available to help students finish their FAFSA forms. Students can submit the FAFSA forms instead of waiting until January 1st. Here's another change. You can submit income information for 2015 instead of this year.
CPR for mental health, or QPR, question, persuade, refer, is a form of training and students faculty learned about and could take part in this past Tuesday. The training went over the warning signs and how to deal with someone who may be suicidal, tips on how to think about and approach people struggling with mental disorders. People who completed the training were awarded a certificate naming them a gatekeeper. If you'd like to learn more, go to tspn.org.
We have great weather for our fall break. Look for high temperatures in the low 80s with the lows in the 60s. We have our best chance for rain next Thursday when we are back on campus.
UTC students got a few minutes to pitch their bright ideas. This is the 5th annual elevator pitch competition. The idea is you can effectively pitch your idea to a potential investor in the time it takes to ride an elevator. Round 1 was held at Fletcher Hall, and 5 student teams made it through to the next round, which will be held at the Edney Building next month.
So far, the football mocks have been perfect.
Jonathan Najjar joins us with a look at their big homecoming win, as well as what's next for them.
Thanks, guys. The 6-0 start is the best for the Mocs since 1968. Here's how they dismantled Mercer at Finley Stadium.
Last weekend, the Mocs took on the Mercer Bears for their homecoming. The Mocs came out fired up and ready to prove why they were the number 3 team in the nation. Mercer was able to score twice in garbage time to make the score look a little more competitive, but in reality, the Mocs gave them nothing. Well, nothing isn't completely true. Mercer did score 3 points in the first half after all. But unfortunately, 3 points wasn't quite enough to keep up with the Mocs' 38 first half points. While the Mocs defense looked great, as they always do, they did uncharacteristically have 0 sacks in the game. However, Alejandro Benefield's 4 touchdown passes made sure the defense didn't really need any sacks. Derek Crane also made sure the clock didn't have to stop by running all over Mercer for 160 yards. The Mocs were simply too much for Mercer to handle from the opening kickoff.
First place in the Southern Conference is on the line this weekend for the Mocs. The Mocs have to travel to Charleston to take on the number 9 Citadel Bulldogs. Like the Mocs, the Bulldogs are undefeated, and also like the Mocs, they want sole possession of first place in the conference. This will, with no doubt, be the Mocs' most important game of the season. 2 top 10 teams and winner takes all.
Looking for fun activities to do around Chattanooga? You're in for a fall abulous treat. We found some great events around the city and near it as well.
Every weekend, East Main Street runs their Main Street Market from 4 to 6 p.m. Enjoy food and fresh produce you can buy from kiosks and merchants.
There's also the Farmers Market every Sunday at First Tennessee Pavilion. This weekend is their annual Oktoberfest, Saturday and Sunday. Admission is free, and you can join in celebrating German traditions with live music performances, food, craft beers, and more. The cast from the hit television show Impractical Jokers will be at Memorial Auditorium Sunday. Tickets are on sale on the auditorium's website. Harrison Bay State Park will host its Full Moon Fitness on Saturday. Park rangers will bring everyone together to hike, canoe, and mountain bike around the park. More information is available on the State Park's Facebook page.
That's all for this week. Stay tuned for more fun activities around the city in the future on Mocs News.
That does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you for joining us. Check out our videos uploaded throughout the week to YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe.
We air on the UTC TV channel and Housing Channel 2.1, so tune in and have a great weekend from all of us here at Mocs News.